Hi everyone, I'm Chris Mutug, your lifestyle coordinator here at the Overture in Virginia Beach. Every June, we celebrate a very special day for that special guy in our life. So join me. I'm going to be taking the humorous look at the wit and wisdom and parenting woes of fathers, such as myself here. Fathers have a unique perspective on parenting. So I'm going to be telling you a few thoughts from famous people about parenting or just about their fathers. So my father didn't ask me to leave home. He took me down to the highway and pointed, and that's by Henry Youngman. The worst thing that can happen to a man and his wife comes home from he has lost a child. How did everything go? Great, we're playing hide and seek and he's winning. And a comedian named Sinbad said that. All during the pregnancy when I was supposed to be reading baby books and taking baby classes and learning baby CPR didn't really go to waste because I did use the time to shop for the perfect video camera. That's by a guy named Paul Reiser. Remember, what dad wants for Father's Day is a nap. Really? Dave Barry says that. I've been to war, I've raised twins. If I had a choice, I'd rather go to war. George W. Bush. You can tell what the best year of your father's life because he seems to freeze that clothing style and ride it out, as Jerry Seinfeld says. When you're young, you think your dad is Superman. Then you grow up and you realize he's just a regular guy who's wearing a cape. David Attell. Dad taught me everything I know. Unfortunately, he didn't teach me everything he knows. Al Unser said that. There should be a children's song. If you're happy and you know it, keep it to yourself and let your dad sleep. Jim Gaffigan. And if you ever want to torture my dad, tie him up right in front of him, refold the map incorrectly. Kathy Ladman. Now we go into a dad joke. Some dad jokes here. Dad, are bugs good to eat? Asked the boy. Let's not talk about such things at the dinner table, son, his father replied. After dinner, the father inquired, Now, son, what did you want to ask me? Oh, nothing, the boy said. There was a bug in your soup, but now it's gone. This one says, My father was completely lost in the kitchen and never ate unless someone prepared a meal for him. When mother was ill, however, he volunteered to go to the supermarket for her. She sent him off with a carefully numbered list of 7 items. Dad returned shortly, very proud of himself, and proceeded to unpack the grocery bags. He had 1 bag of sugar, 2 dozen eggs, 3 hams, 4 boxes of detergent, 5 boxes of crackers, 6 eggplants, and 7 green peppers. Wow. A small boy was at the zoo with his father. They were looking at the tigers, and his father was telling him how ferocious they were. Daddy, if the tigers go out and ate you up, yes, son, the father asked, ready to console him. Which bus would I take home? A man speaks frantically into the phone. My wife is pregnant and her contractions are only 2 minutes apart. Is this her first child? The doctor queries. No, you idiot, the man shouts. This is her husband. On the day I received my learner's permit, my father agreed to take me out for a driving lesson. With a big grin, he hopped in behind the driver's seat. Why aren't you sitting up front on the passenger side? I asked. Kirsten, I've been waiting for this ever since you were a little girl, Dad replied. Now it's my turn to sit back here and kick the seat. While having their evening dinner together, a little girl looked up at her father and asked, Daddy, you're the boss in our family, right? The father was very pleased to hear and confidently replied, Yes, my little princess. The girl then continues, That's because mommy put you in charge, right? Here's another one. My 16-year-old brother Ryan was out late with friends one night. Suddenly he realized it was Father's Day and he had neglected to buy a card for our dad. After much searching, Orion located an open store but was disappointed to find only 2 cards left on a picked over rack. Selecting one, he brought it home and somewhat sheepishly presented it to our father. Upon opening it, Dad read this message: "You've been like a father to me." He looked at Ryan puzzled. "Well, Dad," Ryan tried to explain, "it was either that or the card that said, 'Now that I'm a father too.'" That I'm a father too. Wow. Now let's move on to what dads still say. "Go ask your mother." That's pretty common, right? Or "because I said so." I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes. I admit, my wife always catches me every time I'm watching, her Hallmark movies. I'm not knocking on Hallmark movies. They're good. They're very, wholesome. It's just, sometimes us dads get really tired, and whatnot. And I tell her I'm just kind of resting my eyes. But then again, it's obvious that I kind of snore sometimes, so it's hard to hide. So I get caught. Here's moving on. "Stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about." Were you raised in a BAM? If you were told to jump off a cliff, would you? Do you think I'm made of money? They don't make them like they used to. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I feel like I have to say that all the time too. When I was your age, you can't have a champagne budget with a beer income. All right. And that is our fatherly wit and wisdom about Father's Day. Thank you again, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.